Hi, we're going to talk about writing algebraic expressions in relation to addition in this particular video. So there's certain words that we use when we talk about addition. You've seen this in word problems when you were younger, and you're familiar with a lot of these words. Some of them you may not be familiar with. Increased by. When we talk about something being increased by something else, that means we're adding it. The sum of, or the word sum, means that we need to add it. More than, we're talking about something being more than something else. That means we add. The word plus also means to add. Easy, right? We'll be talking about subtraction, multiplication, and division in other videos. All right, as we look at our addition examples, we can see in the first one, z increased by 35. We know that the words increased by mean to add. So the first thing I do is I put down a plus sign because I know I'm doing addition. As I look at my words, I know that my 35, of course, means a 35, and z just simply becomes z. Notice that the first position or to the left, that very first addend is z in writing and when we write it down. 35 is our second addend on the other side. In our second example, increased by again means to add. So we put our addition sign down. We look at the first part of it, 35, put our 35 down, and z, 35z. Think about it. 35 is being increased by z. We don't really know what z is. Z could be 2, z could be 20, z could be anything. But 35 is being increased by whatever z is. In our second set of examples, we see the word sum of in both of them. Sum we know means to add. So the first thing we're going to do is put our addition symbols down. Now again, we look at the order of it. The sum of y and 28 becomes y plus 28. And the sum of 28 and y, 28 and y. Notice again, first addend, second addend, second addend. Same thing happens with the set of the third examples. The word plus, of course, means to add. So the first thing I do is put my plus sign down. D is D, 16 is 16. 16 plus D becomes 16 plus D. Now in the fourth example, that one's a little bit more tricky and we really need to think about what it means. And I urge you not to get too caught up when you're doing these into just writing it down as soon as you see that plus sign and then just putting it down in order, because sometimes you need to think about what it means. They're all not as easy as just writing it down. And this case here for the last one, that certainly is the case. So our words are for more than 29. We know that more than means 29, so we put our plus sign down. Now, in this case, we don't have the first addend is F and F, because think about what F more than 29 means. That means something is more than. It's more than. And so we have to think about really what that means. F comes on this side because it's more than 29. Whatever F is, we don't know what F is. It could be frogs. It could be a gazillion frogs. So it would be 29 plus a gazillion frogs, because we would say a gazillion frogs more than 29. In the next example, we kind of have the same thing with more than. We put our plus sign down. 29 more than F. Now this is saying F, let's just say we are saying a gazillion frogs again, that F stands for a gazillion frogs. It's 29 more than a gazillion frogs if F stands for a gazillion frogs. So it would be F plus 29 because we're saying 29 more than a gazillion frogs. Let's do some examples together. All right, time for the you try it. The sum of y and 28. Let's see what that would be. Okay, the sum of y and 28. Well, sum tells us that we have to do a positive sign, and we know that that's where that's going to be. So we have to go ahead and take a look at that. And it becomes y plus 28. Here's the you try it. The sum of 24 and y. Pause the video and see if you can figure out what it will be. The sum of 24 and y, as we take a look at it, we know that sum means to add, so we know we're dealing with addition, and 24 and y becomes 24 plus y.